Time to get this show started. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Speaking of champions in contention, Joe Mazzulla, Joe Maz, as our friends of the Northeast refer to him. He went viral today just by being, himself, it seems like, the motivational speaker that he is. He looks way different in this picture than this one.
Wow.
He on that juice, man. Let's catch a clip of Joe Mazzulla. Catch a clip of Joe Mazzulla, referring to the process of what a coach thinks throughout the day.
Pressure from media and fans and all that stuff, but you are keeping it very human, like we're gonna die soon and all that stuff. Like, how do you bridge that? Because you have to live in both worlds.
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
I just don't look at it as pressure. Because like a Boston media member or somebody expecting me to win, like they don't have a weapon, like they're not gonna like come after me if we don't win. Like they're saying words, so like they don't mean anything. They're just words. You're just saying them because you have to say them. You're contractually obligated to write a 500-page article after or word article after. They're just words. You can't do anything, and so it's just a made up word. We don't have a pressure. If we lose, we're not losing our life. Like we're not surgeons. We're not like in the military. We coach basketball for a living.
So that was Joe Mazzulla putting things in perspective over there in Boston, telling Tatum and his guys, this ain't brain surgery. This is basketball, man.
The postman looked like Joe Maz just now. I should have just anyway.
I'm deleting that part.
Anyway. Thought that was pretty interesting. Mazzulla comes off like he's the smartest guy in the room, and he's the smartest guy in the room. He want to remind everybody that he's the smartest guy in the room. But to be honest, I thought everything that he said was real. If we took the power away from the media, right? If we didn't internalize everything that was said, whether that's the media, whether that's cats like us, whether you go in the barbershop and the son is cutting your hair, whoever, if we took the power away from them and didn't absorb everything that was said, yeah, then I fully understand what he's saying. But like my OG always reminds us, we are human beings, everybody. We are human beings. And that thing about, moms used to tell us back in the day, sticks and stones break my bones, words can never hurt me. Ma, you lied. Like you lied, respectfully, because it's just not true, right? We are human beings. We internalize stuff. And there is pressure on the Boston Celtics. We want to know if y'all really like that. Y'all got a nice cakewalk to the finals last year and, had a pretty inferior opponent in the finals. People want to know if y'all really like that. So, yeah, there is some pressure, on the Boston Celtics. And I thought that was just an intelligent way by Joe Mazzulla to kind of deflect. So, but I just wanted to hear what y'all had to say about it.
Am I good?
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic, right? Because I don't like Joe Mazzulla. I'm just being honest with y'all. He comes off a little weird to me. Like I don't like. Because I don't like we know it's not heart surgery. We know it's not saving. Like we know that. Stop trying to be sarcastic. We talk about sports. What do you mean there's no pressure? Flea, you said it right. We want to know if y'all built like that. Because you want to be honest, that was the wackest finals ever. Nobody even give y'all props for that. Your superstar ain't win MVP. He ain't play in the Olympics. We all looking at y'all suspect. Everybody y'all played was injured. Let's call it what it is. Every year they building a superstar team around all of y'all. Let's cut the jokes. You ain't coaching a team that ain't got nobody.
What the fuck are you eating, Fabian?
I mean, some candy.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Yeah, enjoy the show. All I'm saying is I didn't like his response. I'm being honest with you. I would love for guys to admit there is pressure. We have the best team in the NBA. We had this record last season. A lot of teams we played was injured. We will show y'all that we are the real deal. My thing is, this is the quietest champions I've ever seen. Simple and plain. I don't respect they chip. And now that Joe Mazzulla said that, that goes to show you, like you said, deflecting. There is pressure, bro. Stop it. The greats will tell you how much pressure it is to go back to back. That's the goal every year, to win a championship. And if you have the best team and people consider you one of the best coaches or one of the smartest guys in the room, there's pressure to win.
No question.
So, yeah, I don't like when guys do that, because to me that's how they get away with trying to be slick. Nah, nigga, there's pressure, because if you niggas come up short, we on your ass, nigga. Pause. You know the media, everybody gonna be on you like a cheap suit, and then we gonna be looking at you suspect. Are you the right coach? Come on, we know how this go. Cut it out, Mazzulla. You know what this is about.
Y'all eat candy corn? You a candy corn eater? Let me ask y'all a quick question. Y'all eat candy corn?
If you eat anybody eats candy corn, I will ban you from here for a month.
I will call the police. I will call the cops.
I used to eat so much of that shit that I hate it now.
You liked it at one point in time in your life?
You used to eat candy corn? OG.
I'm a maniac, my nigga.
Dog.
What?
Real quick.
I eat the black jelly bean, nigga.
Joe Mazzulla does look like a weirdo or ball. He looks kind of crazy. I think it's his cockeye. I'm going to go Malika Andrews on whoever mentioned WVU was at West Virginia University. That's where he went. Yeah, well, didn't he get locked up in West Virginia? Whatever. The point is,
damn. Him and his backcourt mate. Big shout out to my brother Chuck Bryant. Let's keep going.
Thank you. If I didn't bring that up, you would never brought that up. Come on, man.
Because that wasn't needed to be brought up, but now you're here. They went to the Final Four that year. Truck, Joe Mazzulla, 2010 West Virginia Mountaineers. They went to the Final Four that year. Crazy squad. Crazy.
Well, I think
always got to shout out Truck Bryant. Big shout out Truck. Always.
Big shout out Truck.
I think that's the kind of mentality that pulls you from that, because I just see that's a clip I want to respond to too. With Lonzo Ball was talking about, I don't think the 400 players that we got in the NBA is the best players in the league. That's the mentality that what's his name? Joe Maz. I think that's what pulled him up from West Virginia. No excuse mentality. And I think that's how he spoke to Jason Tatum, who comes off like a little bitch, to be honest with you. I think Jason Tatum might be acting like a little bitch. I don't care what his little Netflix documentary comes. No. You way too 80s light-skinned out, man. You way too I'll be sure. My man is out here coming out like Bobby Brown. I like Joe Maz, man. I like what he was talking about. No excuse.
I like that.
I never seen you in that bag. That's hate.
Bro, he has baby hairs in 2024, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. You were so on point with the Tatum. Nah, he's I'll be sure light skin, bro.
Nah.
He's not Chris Brown light skin. He's I'll be sure light skin.
No, definitely I'll be sure light skin. Definitely I'll be sure.
Yeah. I knew I opened up the wrong box. But I like his mentality. I like, even with JJ Redick, the way they talk to I make a big deal about that AllBall. When any Bill Parcells-ish coach, when they start talking shit to the media, I love it. When the Minnesota coach last night was saying, he jumped. Hey, watch your mouth, Bodega Mayor. Watch your mouth. That's John B is like Dante DiVincenzo's uncle. Watch your mouth. John B is kind of legendary. Don't you do that ever again, Bodega Mayor. What you looking at, Flea?
John B legendary.
Here we go.
Let's keep going.
Here we
Let's
go.
keep going.
Why? Because he wasn't. He ain't Joe. He ain't the dark skinned brother. He ain't Tyrese. Who you like?
Let's keep going.
Nobody lighter than you, right?
Can I ask y'all a question?
Everything is legendary now. No.
Joe Mazzulla did volunteer to go to jail though. For now.
Yo. This is bad. He started it. OG, don't shake your head at me. He started it. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
via Malika Andrews from ESPN. I think Joe Mazzulla. I'm not mad at him, man. I can't be mad at that. But how the hell are you hating on him? Are you mad he's not our coach? The tips get on my nerves now.
No, I'm mad that, you know, he inherited a great team and we treat him as if he's one of the best head coaches in the NBA. And I think he's in a position to where just because he won a ring, it doesn't put him up there as one of the best coaches in the NBA. He literally has an all-star team. It's hard to mess that up. I'm sorry. Now, if he go to 2, now I would feel the same way about Steve Kerr, but if you go to 6 finals and you win 3, 4 of them, then I can't argue with you. Now, if Joe Mazzulla go to 3, 4 finals, 2, 3 in a row, and win another one and get into some knockdown series, then I respect him. But I think he inherited something great, and he's being rewarded as if he's one of the best coaches in the NBA. And I don't think he's not top 5 to me. Maybe we may say top 10 by default, because I'm being honest, these coaches today are terrible. So, you know, but I never was a fan of Joe Mazzulla. I respect him. Like I said, he won a championship. He is a good coach. But I'm not giving him the props that people want to, you know, give him. Like my brother Flea always say, do it again. Do it again. Porzingis is hurt now. Do it again.
That was the second season after Udoka, right? Yeah, that's enough for me. That's 2 seasons, bro. That he didn't. What was it, Eastern Conference Finals the first year against the Bucks?
They was down 3-0 against Miami.
Oh, they lost to Miami. Okay, but Tatum tore his ankle up.
No,
they was down 3.
Yeah, but that last year they was down 3 games to nothing against Miami. They come back and win that series. I'm talking about that was the year. Excuse me. Because Tatum gets hurt the first 2 minutes of the game, they win. Right. Excuse me. And then Miami plays Denver. Okay, excuse me. All right.
Right.
Y'all,
and now Jaylen Brown is back, motivated. Like, he just seems like it may not be your cup of tea, but I don't mind somebody just keeping it real. Enough is enough. Yo, you put that perfectly, Flea.
Boston trading for Drew Holiday and Porzingis. Let's not act like. Come on, look at the pieces they gave him.
Okay. Are they not supposed to do that? They hold on. So the way you put it, right? If they lose any series, you get back on them like they lost to Philadelphia.
Man, Doc Rivers can't mess up that roster. As bad as Doc Rivers is, let's stop acting like Joe Mazzulla is. Do it again, then I'll believe you.
Now all of it, Flea. Now Doc Rivers is who we're bringing up as the bar for Joe Mazzulla. He would not have gotten this done.
Flea, that's how good that roster is. Let's stop acting like Joe Mazzulla.
So hold on. Let me throw this out there to y'all. What if I told y'all Joe Mazzulla was supposed to be the coach before Udoka?
But he wasn't.
I'm just saying. So Brad Stevens handpicked this kid, right? He handpicked this kid, and he's been wanting this kid to be the head coach before Udoka. But he had to honor Udoka because Udoka has gone through the grind. Sat next to Pop for years, you know, was in Brooklyn for a little while, then comes to Boston, sits next to whoever was there, Brad Stevens. He was sitting next to Brad for a minute. So he couldn't overlook Udoka because Udoka earned the spot. But I was reading something that said Brad Stevens wanted to hire Mazzulla before he even hired Udoka. And, you know, now we look at it and he got his hire, you know, just wound up, you know, Udoka did some dumb shit. But what I'm asking y'all is, if Brad has this team now for the last 3 years, a trip to the finals, you lose to Golden State, you come back, you lose, and then you come back and win last year. What are y'all saying?
I may feel different about him. That's a great point. But like I said, for me, look at the roster he's given. I don't think you can mess that up. And then with everybody being injured, is laid out for him like a red carpet. Like I said, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but I'm not throwing him out there with the great coaches of today. He's okay. And like I said, we're going to see this season how good of a coach he really is.
Mazzulla got that team to play basketball. Yes, they made some changes, but it was not your turn, my turn anymore, how it was with Udoka. Offensively, they were not that great offensively when Udoka was the head coach. They were the best team defensively, but this team, like Steve Kerr did for Golden State, he opened them up offensively. They just looked 10 times different than they did 3 years ago.
Flea, if Udoka is the coach today and he has Drew Holiday and Porzingis in that roster, do Udoka win a championship?
I think he's a good enough coach to get them to win a championship. Yeah.
Depends if Tatum's acting like a bitch again or if Jaylen Brown is acting like a bitch again. It's not Draymond Green punked them dudes, bro. As much as nobody wants to believe he's important to the Golden State Warriors, that's what he brought to the table. Jaylen Brown said it. They just played differently. Jaylen Brown's a different player than 3 years ago. So if you're talking about the same exact team from last year, I can't see how Udoka loses either. Even though he was part of the reason why they lost to the Warriors. Udoka, they played drop coverage on Steph Curry. Maybe Mazzulla learned from that and goes, I'm never doing that again, and we're just gonna play to our strengths. And you got to give him credit for having a team, being a second-year coach, and getting it done. They were the all-out favorites last year. There's still a little bit of pressure for you to get that done, and they wiped the Eastern Conference off the floor, whoever was there in front of them. And Dallas going into that series had mad momentum. Everyone was talking, Luka about to be the best player of all time. Larry Bird this, Larry Bird that. And once again, shut down Kyrie Irving, shut down the rest of them three-point shooters that were hot or the non-three-point shooters that became hot from three. And they shut down Dallas's whole momentum. The hottest team in the second half of the year, they shut them down. So they deserve a lot of credit for it. And him is a no-nonsense guy. I like them as a leader.
I like him setting the tone. And I think I like coaches that do that. It's a lot younger ones, and it probably doesn't feel right because they don't got a lot of skin in the game. Their resume doesn't look, it's not a laundry list of playoff wins and championships. But I like JJ Redick setting the tone with the media. I like Joe Mazzulla setting the tone with the media. Y'all not about to play in my face for 82 games. Y'all gonna know how to address me the proper way, or y'all gonna get it just like this. I like that because now usually a first-year head coach may not have the experience of dealing with the media. We're talking about JJ Redick, who was 15-year veteran. We're talking about Joe Mazzulla, who's been on the sidelines for a little while, assistant coach, played Division I basketball, right? Like they've had some practice with this. Some guys are green and just get in the media and they get run over. Darvin Ham was getting his ass whooped last year by the media. His ass, it was bad to watch him during his media sessions. Not that he wasn't good with his words, it was how they used to tear his ass up. Pause. So that's all I'm saying. Is like certain guys, have a way with them, and I like that these two are doing it the way that they're doing it. I don't got to be humble with you niggas. For what?
Yeah, y'all both made great points. I'm gonna just finish mine with I seen David Blatt go to the finals, and then the next season he gets fired, and Tyronn Lue takes over, and then now we consider Tyronn Lue one of the better coaches in the NBA.
That was a horrible comparison.
Why?
Okay, it made sense to me.
Why?
He was on the bench when they went to the finals.
Right.
Joe Mazzulla. He comes back. His best player got hurt. They won the Eastern Conference Finals at that point, or second round with the Heat.
Down 3-0.
Right, but his best player was out basically. Then they win the championship. He has every right to.
His best player got hurt in Game 7.
No, he didn't. Jason Tatum hurt his foot in Game 1. I thought.
I don't remember it like that. I remember him getting hurt in Game 7. Well, if he did get hurt in Game 1, they came back and won 3 straight. Yeah. After going down 3-0, they came back and won 3 in a row. And had he not got hurt, they were well on their way to go back to the finals again. And
none of that had to do with Joe Mazzulla. That was all on Jason Tatum once again. And even last year, Jason Tatum was bumming it up in the finals. Let's not forget that. They won because he was able to execute his game plan, just drive and kick.
What's your deal with Jason Tatum?
He's soft, bro. That's what it is. I have the same deal. Now this year, if he turns it around, that's fine.
Mentally.
His shot fixed. Mentally weak. We know this.
Okay.
Well, he's physically soft too. That's
the only guy that has been first team All NBA the last 3 years is mentally weak and physically soft.
When it matters most.
I've been saying that.
A champion. A champion.
And I've been consistent with that. I've been saying he's not aggressive enough. He's too off and on. Like I said, to me, he's supposed to be averaging 30 plus, and he's supposed to be an MVP rate. I'm just going off of everybody loving his skill set. Oh, he's 6'10", he can do this, he can do that. Okay. Every year they have to build a superstar team around him. Once again, I don't think he's a guy that can lead a championship team. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I watched Jaylen Brown in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals win MVP.
No, I wouldn't say all that. Without him, they don't win last year. He's leading that team. There is no Jaylen Brown's not getting none of that stuff. None of that. He ain't getting no more easy shots. No,
any team without their best players not winning. Fabian, that's not saying nothing.
Hold on. Yo, is it Uchi, Wally, or Shorty you for ISO ball? Any team without their best player can't win, and he's not leading them. Which one is it? On that court, he's leading them. Jaylen Brown might be a vocal leader, all that, but on that court, Tatum is the one that engineers the offense.
All right, so you telling me take out Jaylen Brown. That's Jason Tatum's team. You telling me he's taking them to the promised land?
Yes.
With the championship?
I think Jason Tatum is a good enough player to be the best player on a championship team.
He already is. I just
minus Jaylen Brown. That's nothing against Jaylen Brown. But like you said, if that's the case, Jaylen Brown got to get replaced, right? With something.
Exactly.
Something.
Who
so whatever that replacement is, it's got to be.
Nah, don't replace him. He can He can do it on his own. Why y'all got to
come on now?
Now you beat.
Yeah, come on now, Scott. I'm telling you. What was that? That was a horrible question. Oh boy, take some medicine, please.
Nah.
You all right over there? He said just take off your second best player, arguably who he considers the best player on the team. Take them off, see where they go. They're gonna be a playoff team still out east. You don't think so?
Jaylen Brown is the 1A guy. He's going to take his team to the promised land without a Jason Tatum right next to him.
None of us look at Jaylen Brown like that. So that's not even, nobody ever thought Jaylen Brown could be that.
After last year's performance, through the entire season, through the playoffs, that smut is off of him now. People look at Jaylen Brown now. This nigga just got Stephen A. Like, niggas love this. They're going to love this dude now. Stop that.
Knock it off. Knock it off. What's your problem, old boy?
We gonna see this season the leap that Jason Tatum takes. Let's see. Okay. I don't care about the Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith. That shit can go to hell for all I care. I want to see what y'all. I ain't watching that shit. I'll see clips eventually, but I ain't watching them. Get out of it. That shit is so phony. That picture is trash. That shit look weird. What I've been telling y'all when we had this discussion, that shit is for entertainment purposes only. That shit is for social media. It ain't serious. I'm not even watching. When I seen the pic you sent, I said, oh yeah, I already see that. It's a game. But I want to see this season coming up. I want to see what Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum do this season. Let's see. Like my brother Flea always say, I got to give him props with that. Do it again. I want to see now with the addition of what the Knicks is doing. Like I said, I know Paul George is hurt and Embiid ain't playing back-to-backs, but now let's see what happens. Like I said, teams gotten better. If Giannis and Dame can stay healthy, the sending of Indiana, let's see Boston, Tatum and Brown. Let's see how great they play this season.
Did y'all see what Kevin Garnett said?
Love it.
Oh,
talking about with Embiid?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The fucking gospel, bro.
Sounds familiar. How long we been on lives talking about things like that? Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right before the NBA games start. Oh, man, it's going down. Tomorrow, everybody tune in. 6 p.m. Eastern time, YouTube Live.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.